What's up guys, it's Blazing Cairo and I am doing a new series called Behind an Archetype. So basically we'll just look at different archetypes and we'll discuss like how cool they are, what they do, and who uses them. And we'll also make like a quick little deck to showcase the archetype. So here's some of the Stardust cards. We have Stardust Dragon Assault Mode and Malefic Stardust Dragon, but those two are usually a part of two different archetypes, the Malefic and the Assault Mode archetypes. We have Stardust Shalong that does go with the actual Stardust archetype. Its effect is when you Synchro Summon Stardust Dragon, you can Special Summon this card from your graveyard in face-up attack position. And once per turn, if this card would be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. So that's pretty good, and it's used with the Majestic play in the anime, where you say Special Summon Stardust Dragon, and then you can Special Summon the Stardust Shalong, and then you Normal Summon Majestic Dragon to make to Synchro into Majestic Star Dragon. Stardust Phantom also goes with the Stardust archetype, and this is its effect. When this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, and sent to the graveyard, you can select one Stardust Dragon in your graveyard and Special Summon it in face-up defense position. You can remove from play this card in the graveyard to select one face-up Dragon-type Synchro monster you control. Once per turn, that Synchro monster cannot be destroyed by battle, but each time this effect is applied, it loses 800 attack and defense at the end of the damage step. So it's a decent card. It revives your Stardust, and it can also protect it for a little bit. So now into the extra deck cards. We have, of course, Stardust Dragon, and then there's Stardust Spark Dragon, which is he's the manga equivalent, basically, of Stardust Dragon. And then we have Stardust Assault Warrior, which has not come to the TCG yet, it's still in the OCG. We have Stardust Charge Warrior, who is now in the TCG, but he's newer. We have Shooting Star Dragon, which is an evolution of Stardust. We also have Majestic Star Dragon, who is also an evolution of Stardust. Then there's Stardust Warrior, which is a pretty cool card. It's kind of like a Stardust dude in armor. Next we have Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon and Stardust Cypher Divine Dragon. Divine Dragon's a level 12 and Chronicle Spark Dragon's a level 10, but they're kind of similar in a way. They both were released around the same time, and obviously Chronicle Spark Dragon is more like Stardust Spark Dragon, and Stardust Cypher Divine Dragon is more like Stardust Dragon. So for the spells, we have a new spell called Necroid Synchro, which is OP'd, except for the fact that it does negate the effect of the monster that it special summons. So here's the effect. Banish one tuner and up to two non-tuner monsters from your graveyard, minimum of one, and if you do, special summon from your extra deck one Stardust Synchro monster whose level equals that total levels of those banished monsters, but it has its effects negated. This special summon is treated as a synchro summon. So basically, it can still work with link monsters because it's treated as a synchro summon, but yeah, it has its effects negated. So mainly I use that for Stardust Cypher because I haven't really got him out recently, but I do get him out easily with Necroid Synchro. So you get a 4000 beater without an effect, but it's still 4,000 for basically nothing, so it's really good. But yeah, that's OCG, and it hasn't came to the TCG yet, but I really want it to. Stardust Shimmer's been out for a while, and we're also getting a new spell card called Cosmic Flare. So this is what it does. Target one Stardust Synchro monster you control this turn. If that target battles an opponent's monster, shuffle that opponent's monster into the deck at the start of the damage step. If a Stardust Synchro monster you control would tribute itself to activate its effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead of tributing that monster. So that's a pretty cool quick play spell. It'll save your Stardust from being banished one turn. And it can also shuffle a pesty monster back into the deck. Next we have a new trap card called Converging Wishes, but I don't really think it's gonna be that great because it's pretty specific and it only works with a certain deck, and that certain deck isn't very consistent, so yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that good. Then there's Stardust Respark, Stardust Flash, Shooting Star, and Starlight Road. So here's a quick deck that I just threw together for the archetype to basically, it's mainly just an extra deck archetype, but it's still a pretty cool deck. So 3 Junk Synchron, 3 Quick Draw, 3 Level Eater, 2 Quillbolt Hedgehog, 3 Doppel Warrior, 1 Glow Up Bulb, 3 Jet Synchron, 3 Tuning Wear, 1 Unknown Synchron, 2 Synchron Explorer, and 1 Plague Spreader Zombie. For spells, I run 3 Tuning, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 1-for-1, 3 Necroid Synchro, 2 Double Summon, 2 Desynchro, and 3 Shooting Star. This deck doesn't have a lot of spot removal, so yeah, you'll probably want to use Shooting Star. But it does have a lot of negating with Stardust, Shooting Star Dragon, Stardust Divine Cipher, Quasar. It's pretty good. Alright, so for the extra deck, I'm playing 2 Stardust Dragon, 1 Stardust Spark Dragon, 1 Stardust Assault Warrior, 1 Stardust Charge Warrior, 1 Stardust Warrior, 1 Shooting Star Dragon, 1 Stardust Cipher Divine Dragon, 1 Shooting Quasar Dragon, 1 Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon, 1 Accel Synchron, 2 Formula Synchron, 1 Road Warrior for your Quick Draw Synchron, and 1 TG Hyper Librarian. Here's one of the really good plays that I made with this deck really quick. So basically you have your TG Hyper Librarian already summoned and your Tuning Wear is already out there on the field. So then you can normal summon your Jet Synchron and then Synchro those two for Formula Synchron. Now, Tuning Wear gives you a +1, Formula Synchron gives you a +1, and TG Hyper Librarian also gives you a +1. Then you can activate Desynchro, and then send Formula Synchron back to the extra deck to bring out your materials, but they have to be in the grave still to bring them back out, so it won't work with tokens. So bring out your Tuning Wear and your Jet Synchron, and then you can Synchro again into Formula Synchron and get another +3. So that is a really good combo that you can do. And now you have +6 cards by using like 3 cards. So it's really good.